I'd like to bring up another inherency, is that China is currently, China has claimed control over the South China Sea illegally, causing lots of conflict by warning the U.S. to stay out of it, even though the International Tribunal ruling said that China actually has no legal claim over it. Now, the reason why this is bad, the harm behind it, is that according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, hydrocarbon reserves in the South China Sea amount to 11 billion barrels approximately, and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. The natural gas deposit is considerable, enough to power China for more than 30 years. And seeing as China is the world's highest use of energy that could power not only U.S. but a lot of other countries for even longer. Now, I'd like to go over our plan once again, or more in depth. So the BIT must be brought to the table between the U.S. and China. The BIT would be a very big deal for the world economy with profound effects on both countries. And so what it would do is a provision to disable market restrictions through domestic legislator in either country, allowing for safe and unrestricted market access between China and the U.S. And by allowing unrestricted market access, see, China's population is growing. And with that, with more population, they're going to need to get more things. And by unrestricting marketing access to the U.S., then therefore China's economy would be stimulated, all right? They'd be able to get more in, as well as the U.S. would be able to get more in. Hold on one second, lots of papers. All right, it would open new export opportunities that would accelerate each country's economic growth, therefore increasing economic growth. It would create new sources of import competition that would strengthen the productivity and competitiveness of each, therefore also increasing economic relations. Now, once again, the funding would be very little to enact the BIT and the TPP agreements. Seeing as most of all the regulations and policies within the agreements are meant for China's and other currency manipulators' economic and diplomatic containment. For this reason, there will be a cost to China as it rearranges its manufacturing laws and regulations around the new agreements. That being said, by establishing a new open market between China and the U.S., both economies will prevail in the long run and end up making a very big profit. All right. Now, going off of my opponent's big thing that we didn't want to increase economic relations, and there was no way to, is that the inherencies of or harms that currency manipulation is very prevalent and it's not being forced, that it's illegal through which would be through the TPP and BIT, but also the dumping and restricted market access and the South China Sea. There needs to be something done, all right? And you can poke as many holes in it as you want, but there needs to be something done from the status quo. And through our definition, that would be a substantial increase in economic and diplomatic relations. So, and I'd also like to bring up the point that our opponents really haven't attacked many, actually any, they haven't really spoken much of our dumping or currency manipulation or restricted trade access, and they haven't really, and they've yet to speak about the South China Sea. So.